To demonstrate pop-ups in an editor window, I'm going to create a folder called editor, and then within that folder create a C# script. You can call it whatever you want. I'm calling mine pop-ups. I'm going to delete everything within the class and then create a method public static void show window, and then set pop-ups, call it W for window, equals pop-ups get window type of, and then again pop-ups. I'm also going to set the min size and max size. So min size would be a new vector 2, and the width and height, and then max size in a similar fashion would be a new vector 2, and I'm going to set it to 600 by 800. I'm going to change mono behavior to editor window, which requires us to be using Unity editor. So I'm going to add that at the top. I'm going to save. However, we have no way of actually viewing our editor window, so you have to add a menu item. I'm going to add it under the window option and call it pop-ups. Now when we save this, go over, click on window, pop-ups, you have your pop-up window. Now we need to actually put something in the window, so we're going to create a function private void on GUI, and then we need to set some variables. So we're going to create an integer for the object that's been selected, and then a array of strings called objects, and we're going to list out different objects in there. I'm actually going to list out the 4 of the most common, like basic 3D objects that you can create in Unity: a capsule, a cube, a cylinder, and a sphere. Now we're going to go down to our folder and see that I actually already created prefabs for all 4 of those to reference. And I can just drag them onto the scene, but we're actually going to use the pop-up capability to automatically spawn those objects. We're going to use object selected equals editor GUI layout dot popup. We're going to add a label prompting to select an option, reference object selected, and then objects, or string of objects, or array of string of objects. I'm going to save that, open up the window, and now you can see that we can choose between those 4 different objects that we listed out in our string array. Now I actually wanted to do something when we pick one. So we're going to add a button and say if this button, we'll call it spawn object. So if this button is clicked, and if the object selected is 0, which would be the first option of capsule, then game object spawn obj is what we'll call it, equals type of game object. We're going to use instantiate, and then resources.load, which is why we have those different objects in a folder called resources. And we're just going to load capsule. Then we need an actual position. I'm going to call that spawn POS, and it's quaternion.identity. Now we don't actually have a spawn position yet, so I have to create that. Vector3 spawn pos equals new vector3, and we'll just spawn it at the point 0, 0, 0. Now I'm going to copy this and paste it again for the other 3 objects. And all I'm changing is the object selected value to be 1, 2, and 3, and then the resources.load value to be cube, cylinder, and sphere. Save that, go back to your window, and now you have a button called spawn object. I'm going to select capsule, spawn object, and now there's a capsule at 0, 0, 0. If I spawn the cube, it spawns in the same spot, and similar for the cylinder and the sphere. And that's it.